Let's go, guys. We have another game here. This time we have the Byzantines in the color blue. It is a Starflark. And in the color red, playing as the Chushi's Legacy. It's our Chinese friend that I don't know what to do, how to pronounce this, but the last letter is, I think it's Bu. Yeah, it is Bu. And it basically means something like divine or something like that. Now, that's not the meaning of the word, but it's the word itself. It just means that alone. Combined with other ones, it may mean something else. But anyway, welcome everybody to another Age of Empires 4 game. Hope you're having a great time. Remember the times where the Chushi's Legacy was broken? Back in the release, everyone was playing Chushi's Legacy in the ladder. Do you remember? Back when the DLC was released. Their strategy was very simple. HAP, mass Zhuge Nu, Song Dynasty, and they will do a massive push. And because they don't need, you know, unlike the regular Chinese, Chushi's Legacy don't need Song Dynasty to create Zhuge Nus. They just can send them right away as long as they have an archery range. So it was a massive push. Now the problem wasn't the push. The problem was because they had Song Dynasty, they had access to farms, cheap farms. And what they did is like, oh, my push failed? No worries, my farm transition is finished. And you were like, whoa, okay, I guess I can't compete with that. Now that got nerfed. That got nerfed, and a lot of people stopped playing Chushi's Legacy. I mean, still quite some people do. Otherwise, we wouldn't be casting this game. But things have changed, so I'm really curious to see how they do it now. And you know what's the plan? Especially in Cliffside. Cliffside, this is a map that it's very small in the sense that you're very close to your opponent. Oh, look at this. I can just put the camera here. Just like that. Opponent, enemy, opponent, enemy. Well, that depends on where you see the opponent and enemy. Depends on how you see it. It's like one of those stories when you don't know who's the villain, who's the enemy on the story. But if you watch it from the other guy's perspective, the other guy is a hero. It's one of the best shows. It's like Attack on Titan. I don't know if you watch anime, but it's a great show. It's a great show. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but it has plenty of plot twists. And yeah, so Meditation Gardens is gonna come here. A beautiful spot. A couple of gold veins, a lot of wood, and that's pretty much it. I always like to go, I mean, I'm not a pro player, especially when it comes to Chushi's Legacy, but I always like to have some stone with me. Just because stone is a very scarce resource, and the fact that you can have a little bit of stone, you can just put in placements or whatever, and you don't need to worry about it. And even in the long term, even if you don't mind stone, you may think like, oh, I can actually get a second answer there, just like the Japanese. And we are seeing it coming, guys. It's gonna be the Zhuge Nu Rush. Probably. I mean, it's only one archery range, but nobody builds one archery range without building another one, right? That's the truth of things. That's the truth. Meanwhile, Grand Winery. We're talking about a civilization that they rely a lot on their farm economy to get those mercenaries out. We're gonna get the second level cistern right away here, connecting with this one. We're gonna boost all the economy of these berries. The second cistern is actually boosting the economy of these villagers here in the gold, so he's gonna be having a good time for now. We're gonna see the stable coming for Starflark. Definitely what the doctor recommended here. I will see Zhuge Nus running away through the other side of the map. Looks like he already knows where are the berries. There you go. Actually, he didn't know. But anyway, there you go. And I love to see this. Like players that are beginning, like me, Sometimes I need to wait like, okay, let me go with 5 Zhuge Nus or 10 just to, you know, cause some, make my movement significant. He loses the scout here, so gotta be careful, he's lacking vision now. And players like this, like only 1 Zhuge Nu, and look at what he did. He had to run out of the berries. I mean, he had no other choice. And then he came back on the horseman. Fortunately for him, the horseman will do a lot of damage, but looks like this Zhuge Nus will be able to hold on. Let's take a look at the Trucy's Legacy base. I already have a barracks here, so he's gonna start mixing some spearmen just to protect from those horsemen. But you don't really want to add much spearmen, because when you have a lot of Zhuge Nus, you can just one-shot them. Like, you can have like 40, I think, and that's more than enough to one-shot a single horseman. Outpost already came here. Looks like he will be pushing here. Takes the first villager off the game. Managed to retreat. Lost 1 Zhuge Nu. More are incoming. Let's take a look at this base. Blacksmith incoming. See, Song Dynasty is not even on the plans. A wall coming here. Love this wall connecting with the goal here. So we'll force the opponent to go all the way around. But still, they can shoot over the wall, right? Managed to take another villager. Starflark with a little bit of a issue. Now he's building the mercenary house, but he's lacking the olive oil to get it. He's gonna get it very soon. He's gonna get it very, very soon. Let's go back to income per minute. Like he has enough olive oil. Let's see which mercenary contract he went for. It's gonna be the Lombos. So it's gonna be the Western mercenary contract. And a ram is coming. A ram is coming very early on, only with 7 Zhuge Nus. Spearmen are already here, so they should be able to deal with those horsemen. The ram is already going. Let's see how it goes. Meanwhile, in his base, only a single archer range, but he is supervising it with the... but never mind, he's not. It's only 15 seconds for each Zhuge Nu? Is that what you get when you supervise? I don't think so. I think you should get much quicker time. Looks like the outpost will go down. There's no emplacements in this outpost, so looks like the Trucy's Legacy will take no damage. And Starflark is forced to go back from this berries. Probably gonna go from the ones at the back. There you go. Now some palace guards are starting to mix into the army. There's 5 horsemen here. The problem are those spearmen. You gotta be careful not to lose your horsemen. 5 horsemen is more than enough to take those Zhuge Nus out, but the problem is the spearmen. So you need to be very careful when to engage. Snipe those spearmen little by little. And also the palace guards will be a problem because they will serve as tanking. So it's really just a matter of taking a really good fight here, even with really low numbers. And that's the problem here. That's really the problem. The Starflag thinking about catching up the reinforcements. It looks like he's gonna go back. More palace guards coming. It's not like huge mass of Zhuge Nus. I mean, 11 is not that big of a deal. It's not like, oh my god, there's 50 of them. Like, the only way to kill them is with a mangonel. That's not the case here. He's really taking his time. This is not like the type of rush we usually see. Now there's a lot of horsemen. 8 horsemen. It's plenty of units to worry about. Especially, he will have more Lombos soon. Just a little bit of extra olive oil, and he will be able to get those Lombos out. The second batch of Lombos, which will make his army significantly larger. He's just deciding when to engage. He's trying to force the fight in his base. Looks like an archer range is coming. No more horsemen. Just No, let's go for the archers. While the Trucius Legacy already have the food eco upgrade, and you can already tell, like, he's ahead economically. He has more gold, he has more wood, he has more food. Is he trying to go for a second town center? Oh no, it's just for another cistern. And another ram is coming. 17 Zhuge Nus, 10 palace guards. And now it's the time where Starflag decides to engage. Never mind, he retreats for the moment. Looks like he's it. I want to take a look at the point of view from Starflag, because this is like... in God mode, you already know what's going on. But on his view, he doesn't exactly know what's happening. And you can see that they're running away. That pretty much means that the enemy is here. And he has another batch of army coming. Here we indeed add more. This is more like a palace guard rush. And he's already here. He's pushing. Horsemen decide to engage, and unfortunately the spearman is still alive. Careful not to lose those horsemen. But these are a lot of palace guards. Like, the horsemen will need to retreat for now until all those spearmen go away. But now the palace guards are already in the base. Battering rams just looking what to ram at the moment. And horsemen trying to get something. And finally, a single horseman goes there to the Zhuge Nus. The palace guards are too many. The horseman is not exactly the right unit you want to have against the palace guards, but that's all you have at this moment. Lombo's still doing great DPS on the back. They're still alive. But the horseman mass is lost, and he's back to 2, back to 8 military units, and with that he taps out. Well played for these two players. Hope you enjoyed this match, and if you do, I will see you in the next one.